Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Dancing to his left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is Carson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On 1st down, it's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson flushed out right, and this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 3, check 3. Check.
No touch.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm covered. Check. 43.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On second down now, it's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can
this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first carry for C.J. Process. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 31, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action, it's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Six guys! Check 6 guys! Whip! Watch the whip! Go! What do you want? Hey, Mike,
On first down, Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vita Vea. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Run pass. Green guard. 66. Pull it. Pass. Crunch. Hey, check 24. Jim. Go, guys. 4 down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? We made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
They come out here in the eye.
I got you.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds McKinnon, complete. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Who that? 45.
Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. 45 to Mike. 45.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
Check 45 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
14, front it. 45. Gun. Hustle. Come on, QB, come on. 45 to Mike.
Front it.
Slam.
Left pass.
Under team.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got Evans. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. 60 yards, and the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on second down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, Carson, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from Buck.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Jones. And he is down deep in his big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the you may have to go to the air.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3 bud. Joker. 40. Mike 51.
Hey, 0. 40.
51's the mic. Hayward, what we got?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 45 to Mike. You don't want nothing.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Reload. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Come on. You better bring it. Go, Mike. Set. Hey, it's coming up. Hey.
Nice.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Right here, guys.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
One left.
45's the mic.
One left.
Zoom. 45.
Let's go.
They run it with Carson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check. Good.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Kill.
Here's Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
One left.
51's the mic. 51's.
Check 50.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No. Run back.
They'll look to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Gun.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Grenade!
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Wilson to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Slam. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
One left.
54, Mike, 54.
to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's now 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to advance to the divisional round. And this is no good. He missed the field goal try, and they are out here in the wild card round. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.